Hey everyone. So I'm out here in my backyard apiary and I'm going to treat with oxalic acid today using the vaporization method. And I've got 5 backyard hives. I'm going to go ahead and treat them. It's November 22nd here in Georgia and it's about 70 degrees, so it's pretty warm today. But I know we've got some rain coming and some probably some colder temperatures coming soon. So I want to make sure those mite levels are down going into winter. And here we go. I'll show you what I do. Okay, so this is what I use, and I got this off Amazon. Florida Laboratories Oxalic Acid. And it comes in this huge bag. What I like to do is go ahead and prepare my hives ahead of time. So, for example, this is a double deep, and I'm going to treat with about a half a teaspoon. I've got a 1/4 teaspoon measure here. So I think they say a 1/4 of a teaspoon per deep. And the vaporizer comes with these little caps that you're going to fill. And more is not better. So I like to prepare these ahead of time. I'm going to move over here to this hive, which is also a double deep. And I'm behind the hives right now, so I'm not in the way of the bees, and they're not getting testy. Okay, so that's a half a teaspoon there. Then we're going to move to this flow hive, which is a single deep, and I'm just going to put 1/4 of a teaspoon of oxalic acid there. I'm going to move over to this double deep. It's actually got a super on it, and we'll do half a teaspoon. It's probably a little more than I needed on that. And this honey and this super is just for the bees. That will not be used in the spring at all. And then this is a single deep right here, and I'm out of caps. So I'll hold that for now. Just kind of close it up. And I'll show you the technique and what it entails. I bring these old kitchen towels out because what you need to do is you need to plug up the front opening. The oxalic acid is going to vaporize, come up through this hole that I've drilled in the bottom board, rise up, and so you've got to close that entrance so that the bees, so that the vapor doesn't escape. So I'm going to do the first 2 hives and we'll see how that goes. Now you'll see some foragers come back and they're not going to be happy. This is very short term. It's kind of difficult to seal that up good. Okay, here we go. I've got my John O's Easy Vape that I use, and I'll give you some information linked below to that. But it is heated up to 450, and it's ready to go. Okay, keep that upside down until you are ready. I've got to move this out of the way. Flip it up, give it a tap. You'll notice that the temperature is dropped. Give it a couple taps and it'll click. You'll hear that little click when it's back up to temperature, and that's when it's done. I really should have a mask on, and I'm going to step back. I heard it click. I'm going to pull it out. I had to grab my mask real quick, but you see all the foragers that have come back and are a little irritated that I've put that towel there. Okay, so we're going to move on to the next hive. There's a little breeze today, so I'm definitely stepping back. And I heard the click. going to tap it. Make sure all that acid gets down in there and starts vaporizing. I don't know if you can see the numbers, but it's at 390 and climbing. It's got to get back up to 440, 450. You can see the foragers all coming back, wondering what is going on. Why is this towel in my way? I like to leave the towels in place 5 or 10 minutes, then I'll pull them off and we're done. Hey everybody, so just to show you again what the Jono's Easy Vape looks like, I'm going to provide the link, and if you email Johnny or Jono, he will set it up and you can pay him, and he makes these, and they're just as awesome as the original vaporizer that everyone spends a lot more money on. And I can't remember the exact price of this, but it's nowhere near the original one that everyone uses. So it's great, it works perfect. It's got the temperature gauge on it. I'm letting it cool off right now, and it's easy. It makes quick work of doing this mite treatment on your hives. Especially, I mean, I know there are a lot of beekeepers that have, you know, yards and yards, and they use this vaporizer, and you get it done in no time. I know there are other vaporizers on the market. I just prefer this kind. It's a little bit of work up front, but it's easy. You know, you don't have to do it that often, so it's really not an inconvenience at all. Now with 5 hives like I've got, you know, one would argue that I don't need to go to the expense of having, you know, a vaporizer like that, and you can do other methods, but I went ahead and did it my first year, and it's been awesome. It's about time now. I'm going to pull off this towel. You see all the foragers coming. Pull off this little towel out of the way, give it a little shake, and I like to keep my vaporizer tools in this little box here. So I've got 2 older kitchen towels that I keep in it, and I'll keep the bag of vaporizer in it. I keep the plugs, the stoppers that come with the vaporizer that you put that oxalic acid in, and my bag of acid here. And one thing I probably failed to mention that is super important is gloves, and I'll throw these away when I'm done, and a mask. So I know that I didn't start out with my mask, but I've got it right here in my veil, and I should have started out with it on inside my veil, but instead I put it up to my mouth as I was vaporizing and stepped away, And, you know, not perfect, but like I said, I don't do it that often, but this is a great way to treat your bees for mites and getting them into the winter season mite free and mite loads down, so they'll come out into spring stronger and healthier and ready to go. Please ask any questions if you have them. I'm a beginner beekeeper. I would love input and feedback. I'm just trying to film my progress as I go. Things will get smoother, I know, every year. This is my second year, so I'm still learning, and I know beekeepers that have been beekeepers for 20 years are still learning. So see you soon. Thanks for watching.